The evolution of dance. What do you know about dance? The history. There is no definite date where certain dances originated. Experts suggest that dancing has been around since the beginning of life. It's used for mating, communication, rituals, and offerings. It denied itself the excitement and pleasure of dancing, and it's probably the first purpose of dance is ritual. The meaning of dance comes from Old French. It means to move rhythmically, usually to music, prescribed or improvised steps and gestures. Reasons behind people dancing. Dance is a way for people to express who they are and their emotions, especially when a dancer is struggling with something. It is a way to express their emotions. Based on where you're from or what your culture is, determines what type of dance you engage in. Some cultures really have a big part in dance, and they have their own styles and make it mandatory for the children and adults to participate in doing their cultured dance. Some main reasons of why people dance would be that they have fun while doing it. It's a form of exercise and it relieves stress. It also lets people let loose. They find it a spiritual way to connect with something, and it's also a tradition. Types of dance. The different types of dance would be ballet, tap, jazz, hip-hop, swing, modern, contemporary, country, belly, Latin, and folk. Common types of dance would be ballet, tap, jazz, hip-hop, and contemporary. The uncommon types would be swing, modern, country, belly, Latin, and folk. Those are uncommon because in most small community dance schools, they do not offer those classes, but modern is becoming more and more popular. The common styles of dance would be ballet, has been established since its present form of the 19th century, and is characterized by light, graceful fluid movements, and the use of pointes. It originated in the Renaissance Italy. Jazz includes strength, flexibility, and conditioning. It also includes different turns, kicks, and leaps. Fun and trendy dance that are used in all forms. A well-rounded variety of dancers get to learn. Tap is the quickest way to develop coordination and rhythmic ability. Recommended for all dancers who want to have a well-rounded base of dance knowledge. Contemporary has been a huge craze since breakdancing. Combines the two of modern and jazz with some free form of movement and theme, filled with technical dance moves that are visual and fun. It is changing all the time, that continues to evolve and keep us wanting to do more. Hip-hop is the most stylized American dance. It is free, rhythmic, and fun tones of jazz. It teaches the form of stylized techniques along with the hip-hop moves. Gives coordination, physical strength, and self-confidence. The evolution of dance, from the flapper era to disco fever to 2000s. It started with the roaring 20s. It talked about as wild and carefree from the shimmy to the Charleston to Gatsby parties. Were performed in clubs, and they did dance contests called marathons, which you dance until you drop. In late 1920s came the tango and the waltz, which still plays a role today in dance. The disco era would be 1970s. That brought you the colorful, bright, soulful dances like the Hustle and the YMCA and Soul Train lines. Keep everyone on their toes and express very sexually on the dance floor, from songs like Macho Man, Love Machine, and Foxy Lady. Lots of people would dance with their significant other to do disco music, and movies that were a hit in this era were Saturday Night Fever. The 2000s. Here is the era that brought you artists Britney Spears, NSYNC, Beyonce, and Sierra. The signature dances came from these artists along with throwbacks like Crank That Soulja Boy and Lean With It, Rock With It. Also Teach Me How to Dougie. Dance will also play a huge part in history and the future. Music will forever be a way people can express themselves through the different cultures. The eras of dance, part of modern culture. You have everything from krumping, which is the first picture, to Gangnam Style in the fourth picture. In the early 2000s, that gave you the krumping and electro dance. In the mid-2000s, you had jerkin and still electric dance. 2003, that gave you the flash mob. And in 2008, you had single ladies. But in 2012, you had Gangnam Style. The differences between professional and casual dance. There are people who dance for a living in different types of job opportunities, and then there are the people who dance for a hobby. The professional dancers are known as choreographed body movements that appear on TV shows, movies, and in dance recitals. These dancers tell stories but also display emotions. Also, professional dancers go on tours all over the world, and they make an income off of dancing. Being a professional dancer, you can do anything from job set designer to videographer. Casual dancers. Those only dance for a hobby and they do not make an income. Some studios participate in a yearly dance recital to show all the relatives all the hard work that they have put into their dances. They participate all year to perform a show, and the instructors are not high class people. They have normal jobs who either get a small amount of money or they volunteer to teach. They volunteer their time to teach what people see in the shows. It is just a hobby and to participate and relax. Concert dance and commercial dance. Concert dance is seen most often in the theater setting and in college dance programs, ballet schools, and professional dance companies. Focus of concert dance is to tell a story through movement. A common track would be pursuing a career in concert dance, and it would be high school training followed by a degree. Commercial dance would be most seen on TV and in venues like arenas and cruise ships. They still tell stories, but the main focus is entertainment. Examples would be professional dance teams and music videos. The common track for a commercial dancer would be high school, then moving to a city. They have a lot of commercial dancing, most likely in LA. What is something you have learned? No sources.